Today in Critix Talk, we talking D23, Disney's Expo, all announcements. The Matrix is making a comeback.
And did Sony and Disney break up?
Stay tuned. Welcome to Critix Talk. I am one of your hosts, Migz, alongside the one and only Klep. How you doing, Klep?
I'm doing excellent.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. New week,
yeah.
New episode of Critix Talk. We here for the critics, baby. That's right. We here to talk about all of the announcements out of this crazy expo, right? The Disney D23 finally popped. Klep. Yo, these dudes in-house, one umbrella, it's so much content.
Yeah, it's like a con of their own, like just for Disney. Like, it's insane. I don't even understand why they even spill over into San Diego when they have their own thing that's like massive.
Yeah, it's honestly just because they just need the stage time.
Yeah.
Like, because if they saved all the announcements from D23, it would have been like 4 days worth of announcements on stage.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this way, you know, you get to bring a little love everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Because you were at San Diego, and like, imagine if those announcements weren't there.
I know. Yeah,
and like the big ones too. Like, they gave us some big ones. You know, we heard about Blade out there for the first time. And they could have saved that for now.
But you know what's so funny is like there's still newer announcements, like things that they didn't even mention at San Diego Comic-Con that they're announcing here, and it's just as big. The news is just as big. It's crazy.
And some of the stuff that we already seen, now we got like a deeper view into them. And let's get into it, Klep.
Yeah.
What was your favorite announcement from everything you saw so far?
I have a couple, but I really, really, really enjoyed the Lady in the Tramp trailer.
Yeah?
Like, I think that it looks phenomenal, and I like what they're doing with the CGI as far as, like, animals and bringing them to life, like, cartoon-like, but still live action. Like,
it's a whole new thing.
It looks amazing. It looks good.
It's a whole new thing.
You know, Lady in the Tramp's not one. I only really have one favorite Disney movie, but I'm going to go check out all of these because I just feel like they just look like something that we just need to see.
Yeah.
So,
and it's gonna be right there for you to stream whenever you choose. Right? Like, hey, this is this content that Disney Plus is bringing you ain't no joke, because this movie is day one, right?
Yep.
The very first day, and they're not playing, man. They coming out there. A few new announcements, right? Like, they set the price. We had already heard about the $6.99, but now they're also saying it's full 4K for that price.
Yeah.
4 screens you can watch at a time, and also you can set up to 7 individual profiles. That's crazy.
Dude,
the value is bananas.
All I'm gonna say is November 12th.
It's a huge day.
R.I.P. to certain streaming networks. I'm not gonna say no names.
No, but it's usually there's colors associated with that. So I mean, if you know what
Disney
if you
is
know,
out,
you know.
Disney is out for blood. Like,
oh,
they're
absolutely.
Out for, I don't know what went wrong, but they're like, fuck everyone.
Yeah.
We're fucking putting the dick right on the fucking
We
table.
got an army, son.
Like, Disney's not playing around, man. They're not playing around.
Klep, my favorite announcement, of course, you know, I thought it was going to be Marvel related, but it wasn't.
Whoa.
I saw that Mandalorian trailer, and it was next level, bro.
John Favreau, man.
The quality on everything we saw from that show looked nothing short of a major motion picture.
It's beautiful.
It really, really is.
It really looks IMAX-ish, 4K-ish. Like, I mean, I love that they still throw the Lucasfilm.
Well, they have to.
Like,
That's the company.
I mean, I know, but
Disney's the parent company. Lucasfilm is.
This looks better than any of the movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, literally.
It looks like episode 8. It looks like episode 7. Like, it's probably gonna look just like episode 9. And your man Carl Weathers is there. Like,
Apollo,
yeah, of course,
Apollo
bro.
himself.
How can you not?
Dylan,
Gina Carano's
son of a bitch. He just shows up. What the fuck?
Yo, Gina Carano's in this thing too. Oh
yeah,
man, it's gonna be so epic, bro.
Dude, I'm excited, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I usually only go for the numbers. I'm like, you know, I treat Star Wars like Jordans. I only go for the numbers.
Ooh.
So, you know, episode, what is it? 8, 9 is coming, right?
Yeah.
So,
the rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah. But this look, you know what? It's so funny because I feel like Star Wars should have been a TV series a long time ago.
They tried, right? There was a special. There was a
if you can have Star Trek, this should have already had been a Star Wars television series that should have been going for fucking decades.
Yeah.
And, they always saw it as something bigger. But, I mean, shout out to them.
Yeah, The Mandalorian. Amazing. Klep, let's take a look at some of these announcements. Let's get some of the Marvel stuff out of the way, because we talk enough Marvel, right? Like, I want to talk Disney.
Okay.
So, we've already seen stuff going directly to Disney Plus. That's all I'm mentioning right now. Of course, you're gonna get all the Marvel movies. That's we don't even need to speak about that. But there's original TV shows like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right?
We already talked about that.
Yeah, we already heard about this. We got WandaVision. We already heard about this. Loki. What If? Hawkeye.
Yep.
But then to continue that timeline, right? That part of Phase 4 still, we got new shows like Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel, bro. Holy crap.
Dude, I'm so excited for that. That is like, listen, anybody that doesn't know, Kamala Khan, she's a 16-year-old fangirl of Captain Marvel. So we've already got introduced to Captain Marvel. And Kevin Feige said this last year that we were going to get Ms. Marvel. He didn't say how or in what iteration.
He didn't make us wait long.
Yeah, no. And he said not too long after we announced Captain Marvel, we're going to be bringing Ms. Marvel. So I want to see those two stories clash. I hope that Brie Larson comes back and she's sort of like a mentor to this girl, because dude, it's endless, dude. So that means we might even get Squirrel Girl. We might even get it's just, I'm excited for the Ms. Marvel storyline. I am. She's the first Muslim superhero too, by the way. So
we got an internet favorite. Moon Knight, Klep.
Moon Knight, dude. Like, everybody calls that Marvel's Batman.
Yeah, Marvel's Batman's going to be not dark because it's going to be on Disney. But
it'll be dark enough.
I'm sure it's going to be dark enough to satisfy the people that like Daredevil, right? Like, this is a show that I'm looking at for the people that are going to be asking, like, man, what happened to Daredevil? This is strictly for those fans.
Do you think that we're going to get the rumor?
What's the rumor, Klep?
About who will portray Moon Knight?
No, I don't know. This is new to me. Klep, talk to me.
There's rumor. Well, the fans want it.
Who?
They want Keanu.
Yeah.
Mark Spector. They want Mark Spector to be played by none other than Keanu.
I don't see that happening.
No?
No, he's too big.
Too big? Look what you're talking about. They're
I know.
Clearly spending money for these
but
this
series.
This
is a full TV show commitment. Maybe even like seasons, and he's a super busy dude, and right now he's like in a career renaissance.
Yeah, he is.
So,
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, dude, he's like super hot right now.
Not since Downey. I haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah, like this dude he's juggling so many acts right now.
He's back. He's got what? He's got The Matrix back now. He's got Bill and Ted.
We'll talk about that. Bill and Ted on the way.
Oh,
John Wick going strong. Getting a TV show. Getting another sequel.
Yeah.
And his little cameos in pop culture, like general pop, they're next level right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Moon Knight. I don't think we'll get Keanu, but I would love to see fresh casting on that. Maybe.
You have anyone in mind? Anyone in mind?
No, like someone unknown. Like hit me with.
I like when they do unknowns. I like that.
Yeah, man. Like they created stars when they, they brought out, Phase 1 people. So why not? Klep. Last but not least, She-Hulk.
I'm kind of excited for this only because the history of the Hulk stems from television.
It really does.
And it was one of the longest lasting superhero television series. It outlasted Wonder Woman.
It opened so many doors.
It outlasted Spider-Man. Were there any others back then? I just remember those three. But I just
Batman,
Batman was on for a
so
very
many
long time.
shows.
Batman was
Superman,
syndicated, but
there's a bunch of stuff.
But definitely the Hulk roots stem from television. So I can't wait to see what they do with it. Hopefully Ruffalo will put make a cameo on that.
And that's what I'm saying. All these people are gonna make cameos on all these shows. You mentioned Brie Larson in the Miss Marvel. I don't doubt we will see Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
And Jennifer, what is it?
Can you imagine the budget for this series?
Bro.
It's gonna be mocap
the
whole way through.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And I'm sure that we'll see both, her and her regular persona and her full hulked out. It's gonna be amazing.
Hulk out.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Dab.
Klep.
I'm wearing the sweater he was wearing.
Yeah, you got that cardigan.
Listen to your mother. She knows
Do your
better.
homework. You want a picture of Ant-Man?
She knows better.
Yo, Klep, but for real though, they even went in depth with some of these series, right? Like I saw the description for WandaVision. They said it's half classic sitcom, which to you, I know you were like, wait, what?
Yeah,
can you reread that? Because you didn't
interesting.
believe me.
Because when you say classic sitcom, I'm thinking Three's Company.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Family Matters.
It's gonna be a weird show because they said it's gonna be half that, full Marvel spectacle.
Will it have a laugh track?
I wouldn't be surprised because like the artwork for the show, it showed like 1950s, right? So it's Vision, but he looks human. And it's Wanda, but she's like in a 1950s outfit with the skirt, kind of like I Love Lucy.
I think this is going to be full on multiverse. I think because they say that this show is going to completely connect and go directly into Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness sequel, and she's going to be in that movie. So I think that this show is going to be completely multiverse based, and she's going to go into a universe which is television or like sitcom. That's just my.
Yeah, and she has the power to create it, and maybe we'll find out what happened to Vision. Yeah,
maybe Vision will come back.
Klep, during D23, we also saw a special look at Black Widow, the film. You know, they started showing off some of the costumes.
They did.
There's a White Widow costume, Klep.
White Widow. That's awesome.
Shout out to Mark D. I know he gonna enjoy that one. But for real though, like all of the things that we saw coming out of there was an announcement for the Clone Wars coming back. There's some major fans out there for this, Klep.
The Clone Wars, right?
The Clone Wars, the animated joint.
Star Wars has always had its fans. They're not going anywhere.
No.
You could reboot the same Star Wars shit all over, and people are just going to be like, take my money. They don't care. What about Black Panther?
Black Panther got a release date, Klep. Ryan Coogler coming back, homie.
That's the only way to do it.
When is it? Because I saw the
2020. I know it's 2020.
And it's in May, Klep. That's Avengers timeline. I don't mean timeline. I mean like
they gave him the prime
It's like
time.
the big release date,
the
right?
Prime
May, June, July.
6th.
Those are big dates, and he got it, so he deserves
May 6th, the beginning of May
2022.
That is the Avengers timeline. You're right. They gave it to the man. Yeah. They gave it to T'Challa.
To the king, brother.
I am T'Challa. Son of T'Chaka.
I'm sorry. I
love it.
I'm sorry.
Love it.
If I could take it back, I would, but I can't.
The summer blockbuster slate. Yeah, man.
Klep, what else did we see out of D23? We saw a classic, the very classic Lizzie McGuire's making a comeback. Oh man,
Lizzie McGuire's back, dude. Look, listen.
I didn't know I wanted this.
This is what dreams are made of.
And honestly, like it's not a show for me. Like it's not like, yo, Migz, you need to watch this. But like, man, I grew up with the Disney Channel. I used to watch Lizzie McGuire. I'm not even gonna front. You know, Lizzie, Miranda, Gordo, bro. You know, like
Gordo.
I know the crew. I'm not, and I didn't have to like look this up. I just remember.
Gordo was the original Friend Zone kid. The original Friend Zone.
Wasn't he with Miranda?
Nah, listen. Gordo and Lizzie are supposed to be together, but she always kept that boy in the friend zone. She kept that boy in the friend zone, man.
It's deep sight. Yo, but what do we want to see out of Lizzie McGuire? Like, Klep, I know you wrote a little bit about this. What's the description for it?
Basically, she's supposed to be a 30-something millennial.
Navigating.
Yeah, you know, they're just trying to update it the same way they did with Full House. So it's going to be from her perspective as a grown-up. I believe there's a kid involved or maybe some kids involved. I'm not sure. I just know that she's coming back as a 30-something millennial.
Yeah.
And we're going to follow her, you know, in her new journey as an adult.
Bro, but they're going to keep the format, you know, where she would talk to herself and the little cartoon, animated,
little cartoon
you know,
thing.
Lizzie McGuire will come up. Like, it's that.
Everyone should be coming back. I think it'll be a good time.
So for the fans of something like Girl Meets World, like, this is going to be perfect.
Is Girl Meets World still on?
I don't know.
I know it did well.
I'm sure it did.
It did well, but I don't know if it's still. It probably canceled. Well, ended, not canceled. It probably ended.
Klep, they also, I think they talked about casting for the Diego Luna Star Wars show that's also coming to this. We got a first look at Noelle, an original film starring Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader.
What seems like a little kooky, fun little family thing. She's playing Santa's daughter.
Yeah, because think about it. It's November. What's right after November? December. Christmas time. Of course, you need an original Christmas.
You got to come in with a strong Christmas movie.
And nobody does Christmas like a Disney Christmas movie.
No one.
Yeah, and she's like,
except maybe Hallmark.
Yeah.
But does Disney own Hallmark? We don't know.
These days, Klep, I wouldn't even doubt it, Klep. Am I missing anything out of
yeah,
D23?
man.
D23, talk to me.
The man himself.
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum is getting a show.
Yo.
Like, if you're going to give a show to somebody, you give it to fucking Jeff Goldblum.
Yo, I was hanging out with Mark D the other day, and he was doing a hilarious fucking Jeff Goldblum expression. And, like, it made me think of, like, Pineapple Express, when like this was describing like the boys that the girlfriend talks to, and like he did a really good impression of Jeff Goldblum. So who the fuck does an impression of Jeff Goldblum? Mark D does an impression of Jeff Goldblum.
I just like watching this guy.
Bro, he's super entertaining.
He can do whatever he wants. Like it's kind of like Seinfeld with his cars and coffee and that kind of thing.
Oh, bro.
It's like
hilarious.
You could just be talking about any goddamn thing with Jeff Goldblum. He's hitting Comic-Cons in this series. He's talking with people around, real people in the world. And the trailer looks amazing. You guys should check it out. It's called The World According to Jeff Goldblum. And I'm telling you, it looks phenomenal. He looks like he's having a blast. And yeah, I can watch this all day.
Yeah,
I will be watching this.
Oh, his quirks is gonna be amazing.
Another one, November 12th.
Yeah, day one.
Yeah.
Klep, we have a major announcements, right, for those Game of Thrones fans. The man, Mr. He Knows Nothing. Mr. the rightful king of the Seven Kingdoms, Mr. Jon Snow.
Kit Harington.
Kit Harington is coming to Disney Plus. No, I take that back. He's joining the Eternals, Klep.
MCU. He's jumping to the big screen with the biggest movie studio in the game right now, and he's joining the Eternals. And the character that he's playing, none other than Black Knight. Yeah. And listen, you guys don't understand. This is one of those characters, those breakthrough characters that doesn't shine like the Iron Man, the Captain Americas, the Spider-Mans, but he plays a prominent role in the Avengers series. Like,
Klep, what can you tell me about the Black Knight? Because I don't know the Black Knight.
Well, the Black Knight he's from another dimension.
Okay.
He's in the original Endgame comic series. Like the storyline, it's called Endgame, but it has no relation to the movie. But the book, Avengers number 47, he's in that book. And yeah, that was like his first appearance or something like that, I believe, or one of the two. And
Is he a powerful character?
He's just a knight from,
Okay.
He's just a prominent character, like someone you should know because he's in a lot of Avenger books. Like if you pick up a run of the original Avengers series, you're gonna see the Black Knight quite a few times. So it's only right that he gets to shine. You know what I mean?
So you telling me that Kit Harington went from the Night's Watch to the Black Knight? Epic.
The Black Knight, which was always confusing to me because I didn't know if the Martin Lawrence movie was supposed to be like a nod to this.
Oh shoot!
Like I didn't know at first because
I never even thought about that movie.
He went through a dimension, right? He went through a portal.
Sort of.
So I got to look into it because I never knew if that was supposed to be or whatever. But but yeah, I'm glad. I'm so happy. I'm really happy because I have his first appearance.
Bro. So yo, Klep's the collector, bro. We call him the collector.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Klep, he's reuniting with his brother from Game of Thrones, Richard Manson, right?
Yeah, man.
So now, both of them. Now he's a good character, right?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Okay,
yeah,
so
he fights with the Avengers.
He's gonna be on his brother's side. It's gonna be a great thing.
I think they're gonna use the Eternals to bring out a lot of those breakthrough characters that no one really knows or pays attention to, which is just gonna connect everything so much better. I can't wait. I'm kind of excited for it. I really don't. I thought it wasn't gonna do well, but I think it's gonna be one of those sleepers like Guardians.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's gonna be someone's favorite in a not too distant future.
Yeah.
Klep, another announcement. One that a lot of people didn't see coming.
Which one?
Ewan McGregor is making a return as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan
Bro,
Kenobi.
if there's one thing that it was universally loved by Star Wars fans, during that second trilogy that came out in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
It was the cast of Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Awesome.
So I'm sure people are so excited that he's coming back, and he's playing like an older version, like it's just a part of that universe that having some bridge stories there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna be amazing, Klep. I can't wait for it.
I was a huge fan of Phantom Menace. A lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was a great introduction to the whole story with Anakin, and I thought Ewan McGregor was a great cast for that film. I thought everyone was pretty much a great cast for that film, so I'm excited to see what they... it's better that they go back and retell stories than try to create sequels to outdo these originals, because there's no way to outdo them.
Yeah.
And you see the hate that these newer films are getting. So I'm on board with them going back and kind of revisiting storylines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Klep, something else that we saw was a deeper look. I guess people that were there got to see the first episode of What If, the Marvel animated series.
I missed that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Klep, they watched the first episode, and it's based on Captain America, on the first Avenger. And the What If story is, what if instead of Steve Rogers getting the super soldier serum, Agent Carter got it.
Really?
So the first episode is What If Captain Carter.
You want to know something?
What up?
That's actually a comic series.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, Klep.
I need to find this.
Yeah, well, you better get your hustle, boy. You better get that hustle,
man, I didn't.
boy.
How did I miss this?
I don't know, bro, but that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
for you and for the critics out there.
I like that. Yeah, this was a comic series that came out a little while ago. I believe it was probably last year or maybe a year before. The picture is Peggy Carter on the cover holding the shield. I remember it very, very well. I think I even posted it on Critix Comics. But yeah, that is insane.
That is crazy.
That is insane. So that means but it's an animated though. I would have much rather have seen Haley Atwell.
Oh, she's gonna be voicing it though.
She's voicing, but I would have really loved to see her suit up.
Don't we all, Klep?
You know what I mean? Like, this is cool. I love the What If. I just hate that it's an animated series. I really do.
Klep, there's so much exciting news coming out of D23, bro. Like, it was just amazing.
You might have to make this a two-parter, man.
Oh, God, so much. And sadly, we have to move on because there's just so much, Klep.
Let's do it.
But, Klep, let's switch it up and talk about something a little bit more serious.
What's up?
Brother, Disney did not just make news because of all the announcements. They also announced a major breakup. You want to talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, man. I mean, and I'm gonna speak passionately about this because I really feel as though this is about money and has nothing to do with the fans, and we are responsible for the reason of this property being $1 billion franchise, and it's kind of like a fuck you to all of us that
Whoa.
No, it really is. Like, there's no way getting around it. The fact that two big, large corporations who will never and ever in a million years ever be broke or bankrupt are sitting at the table talking about, no, you can't have this character after a 10-year buildup of storyline and cliffhanger. It's just like that. Just like that.
Gone.
Nope, you can't have them. Whatever.
You'll never know what happened.
How does that sound to the fans? Like, the people who have invested money, years, and time binge watching in theaters for 30, 40-something hours to support your property, and you just, because you guys can't come to a simple agreement over $1 billion?
Yeah.
Like, there's enough to go around.
Yeah,
Seriously, there's enough to go around.
But let's talk about the initial deal, because originally the Disney-Sony deal was for 5 movies, right? We saw Spiderman first in Captain America: Civil War, right? That was his first appearance. Then we saw an actual Spider-Man film, which was Spider-Man: Homecoming, correct?
Yep.
Then we saw him again in Avengers: Infinity War.
Yep.
We saw him in Avengers: Endgame. That makes 4. And to finalize the deal, we saw him in a sequel, Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah.
That's our 5 film from the initial deal.
Yep.
These guys sat at a table recently and just somehow became like they could have just not reached a deal, which is ridiculous.
So let's talk about the original deal. The original deal was that Sony would fund all the Spider-Man standalone movies. They would fully fund them, and then Marvel would receive 5% of first weekend gross, and then the rest goes to Sony. Period. Cut and dry.
Yeah.
Now, you can tell by just that deal alone, and people always like to look at Disney and Marvel as the monsters because they're the bigger corporation.
They are a big corporation.
But you can tell based on that deal that it was purely about the passion.
Yeah.
It was purely about the projects themselves, and they wanted Spider-Man to be in this universe because they knew and saw what its potential was.
Yeah. I mean, uniting these things was amazing, right?
Who in their right mind would say, I'll take 5%?
Yeah,
who in their right mind?
Yeah.
Who in their right? Would you take 5%? Would you take 5% just because?
Just so I can get to play with the character? No.
Exactly. So that deal alone should say a lot about where Marvel and Disney were standing at the time. Now the new deal, which was shot down immediately without a thought.
Now these are rumors, right? Like we don't know this for sure. You know, we just know what we read
without a shadow of a doubt. So the new deal was, Disney and Marvel wanted to 50-50 co-fund all said Spider-Man films going forth and split the profits 50-50.
Yeah.
Now, Disney and Marvel are the reasons that this is a billion-dollar franchise right now.
Yeah, because like the last two Spider-Man, first of all, every time we've seen Spider-Man on the big screen, ever since Marvel picked them up, it has been a billion-dollar film. Over that. Every time.
Yeah, in Marvel.
Every time.
Yeah. Every time. Every Marvel movie.
but it's gotten to the point which is like, yo, what have you done for me lately, right? Spider-Man was recently featured in Into the Spider-Verse, right? So Sony's filling themselves, kid.
It's an animated cartoon.
But it's an amazing animated cartoon. It is
an amazing animated cartoon, but it's something different. It's not something like people are fatigued.
Yeah.
Like it's not that we don't want to see a Sony Spider-Man. We just don't want to see the same Sony Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And we've already had two of the same Sony Spider-Man. Miles Morales, it's his time. People want to see a different Spider-Man. So give the original to Marvel so that they can do what's supposed to be done with him.
Oh.
And then work with your new Spider-Man. Like, Miles isn't popular enough for people to complain about his origin, or
But it doesn't take much for you to get there with him too.
They tweaked his origin in the Into the Spider-Verse. A lot of you don't even know and don't even care because to you it's a new version of Spider-Man. Peter Parker, on the other hand, is a classic character. It's like Batman. You will never see anyone change Batman's origin in a feature film. It just doesn't happen. They're either going to tell an iteration of an original origin, or they're going to tell a different version of the origin. But any book version of the origin, they're going to tell. They're never going to change Batman's storyline. His parents are going to always die.
Klep, so the thing is, also, Tom Holland still has a deal with Sony. So this is not the last time we've seen Tom Holland Spider-Man. Yeah. It's just the last time we potentially have seen him with the MCU. Yeah. And I guess part of the new deal, they also wanted Marvel to integrate some of these Spider-Man characters that Sony has a hold on, right? So they wanted Venom to be integrated.
I have it all right here. We can break it down.
Yeah, break it down.
Okay, so according to the new deal,
it
was a 6-picture deal.
That's what they wanted. With
an option for a 7th movie deal.
For just Tom Holland.
There are 3 more Spider-Man films in the contract that you're talking about that Tom Holland has to fulfill. The second trilogy, well, we're working on the third trilogy now. The second trilogy, we're working on the first trilogy now. Third film coming up. The next trilogy is supposed to focus on his college years, and then the third one is going to focus on him, being an adult. And they had some cool ideas for the college thing. They were going to bring in Iceman and Firestar from the X-Men.
Yeah.
So they were going to do like Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends type storyline.
That'd be cool. Something we haven't seen.
And then they were going to introduce Johnny Storm as an adult, and then they were going to bring in
Fantastic Four. Oh my God.
So they were gonna use Spider-Man to catapult all these characters that you guys know you want. Everyone's waiting to see what Marvel does with the X-Men. Everyone's waiting to see what the Fantastic Four is gonna be. But that was the deal that Sony shot down. And they also were talking about bringing Venom in, like you were saying. So
integrating, integrating Tom Hardy. Integrating him.
Which would be major money for Sony either way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter whether it's 50%, 40%, 20%, 100%. Like, they're going to make so much money that it's crazy that minimal percentages is what's holding back happiness for all of us. Like,
and if a deal can't be reached, it's going to get real weird because most likely what we're going to see is they're going to try to make the Spider-Man universe a thing, and we're gonna see, Jared Leto's Morbius, the living vampire. We're gonna see obviously Tom Hardy's Venom, and probably that Craven movie that has been spoken about a little bit for a while now. That's probably gonna be the people that Spider-Man Tom Holland's gonna be interacting with from here on out.
Yeah, and then it's supposedly spilling out. Like a lot of the stars are speaking out.
Ooh.
Like Jeremy Renner spoken out. Tom Holland supposedly unfollowed Sony on
but
social media.
He even made a few comments over D23. It's a tough situation for everybody
because this is his career.
Yeah.
He's had a great career with Marvel and Disney, outside of Sony, and for Sony to take the character and think that they can do whatever they want to do, and what if they do a flop? That's his career.
And
look what happened to Toby.
And look, Sony and Tom are deeply involved right now. He's the face of another franchise of theirs, the Uncharted franchise that they're trying to get going. So. And they even made another movie that's yet to be released. Her with what's her face? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But it's just crazy how Tom's not leaving Sony. Spider-Man might be leaving the MCU.
Yeah, that's sad. That's a real bummer, man. I mean, there's 10 years build up, man. 10 years.
And they made him the face. After Tony Stark, R.I.P.
Yeah.
He's the main focus, so I don't know how they're gonna right themselves out of this conundrum, but I'm super excited to see what happens. Klep.
Yeah.
Klep, let's move on from Marvel, Sony. Let's talk straight up DC. This is gonna be real quick. We got a release date coming up for the Joker film, October 5th, I believe is the date.
Yeah.
No,
October 4th.
4th, 5th. Splitting hairs.
Yeah.
Right now, it's been confirmed this is an R-rated film through and through. Klep, how excited are you for this?
I think that this is the Joker film that we deserve. It has to be. Listen, if it's a villain movie, any villain movie should be rated R.
Yeah.
I hated Venom for that reason. Venom should have been rated R. I think any villain movie should be rated R. Especially if it's not in the Disney world.
Klep, what do you think the story they're going to be telling during this thing? Because I was talking to Mark D the other day, and my theory is that this is not going to be, the Joker that we know and love. This is going to be sort of like a Elseworld, different universe, but it's going to be that one bad day.
But we already know that this is not going to follow any of the comic book storylines whatsoever. The Joker, he doesn't have an origin originally anyway, so you can pretty much do whatever you want with the Joker. So Todd Phillips already said that this is going to be a film adaptation of the character himself. It follows a guy named Arthur Fleck. I think he's a clown or a comedian of some sort. Lives with his mother, takes care of his sick mother, and who knows what's going to happen, but we know that he's going to lose his shit.
During one bad day.
He's going to wreak havoc throughout. Does it take place in Gotham?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes place in Gotham, a.k.a. Manhattan.
Good.
But for real, though, I think this is going to be if anything can go wrong for this character, it's going to go wrong really fast. And before you know it, he's going to be full Joker because he's just going to have to laugh at, all these miseries and all the bad luck that's going to come to him. And I can't wait for it.
Me neither. I can't wait. I'm in there first day or earlier, depending on, the love.
Klep, I just want to tell the critics real fast, real recommendation real fast. Yo, I've been watching Mindhunter on Netflix. Ooh, fire. Really dark show.
Is it?
It's really good. If you're into CSI, if you're into Criminal Minds, if you're into, that type of Law and Order type of show, this might be for you. True crime, man, based on real stories.
I like a good mystery.
It's about when they first established the BSU, behaviors, the profiling unit out of the FBI. Oh, man, it's so good. Season 2, solid. It's based around the Atlanta murders and back in the 1960s or 1970s.
Okay.
It's crazy, bro. And they talk about they talk to these crazy serial killers from history, including Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, wow.
Ed Kemper, freaking Son of Sam. Oh, man, you guys have to watch.
You got to be in the murder.
Yeah, oh, man, and I'm saying it's dark. It's a dark show.
It sounds dark.
It's on Netflix, and, you can binge 2 seasons of it right now if you choose. Klep.
What's up?
The date for Chapter 2. Chapter 2. It's right around the corner.
Oh, man.
I'm super excited for this film. Although I'm kind of noticing they have dropped the ball on marketing this time around.
You know what it is? Because I think they started too early. And now it's just kind of getting to the point where it's like, okay, let's slow it down. People know. People are waiting for this.
Do they know?
Yeah, people know. No one's forgetting.
Because, it crept up on me. The date crept up on me, and I'm who this movie is geared towards. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shoot, September 6th is in 2 weeks. I got to buy my ticket. Not really, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to go watch this, and there's a rumor, Klep. There's a supercut coming of Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
Straight from the director himself.
Whoa. This is a game changer, Klep.
Yeah.
For all the fans of the original, the TV movies back in the day, this is going to scratch that itch.
I remember that. That movie, didn't that movie come out on 2 tapes?
Yeah.
Two VHS tapes when they released it in home video. I'm excited. Dude, I would watch that movie in one shot. That's 5 hours. That's 5 hours.
That's
of Pennywise.
gangsta.
And I don't know if you guys are ready for 5 hours of Pennywise, but I am.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I've been watching, I stay on YouTube and stuff, and, I like it when people break down certain films and, search Easter eggs for them. And I saw a recent one. It was all the times Pennywise appear in the background when you don't even notice.
I saw that. I saw that same thing. You know what? I didn't watch it. It was late. I was I was just sitting up waiting around at the crib, and I saw that, but I didn't want to click on it.
Bro, it makes the movie so much better. It just because now so many Easter eggs that people missed the first time around, and sometimes they're really, really not consequential, but sometimes it's oh shoot, he was right there. He was right there, and they didn't see him.
They gave us a lot of that in the new trailer as well, too.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait. And you know what I noticed? Talking about the marketing, they're really focusing on James McAvoy. This is his movie all of a sudden.
Oh, he's the man. He can play anything.
Yeah, but bro, come on now. It was never. It's an ensemble type of thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't just want to see that. I'm still excited for the film, and
shout out to Andy Muschietti, man. I think he did a great job with the original. I cannot wait for the sequel. I think it's gonna be fucking badass, and I can't wait. And it's almost 3 hours long. It's like 2 minutes and 2 hours and 50 something.
Are you ready to go back to Derry?
I'm ready to go back to Derry. You know what? I might even go to Derry to watch the movie.
I'm not going with you. Because you know what happens when you get to Derry, right?
We should do a Critix. We should do a Critix bus ride.
They all float down.
That's what I'm saying. We should do a Critix bus ride and bring all the fans. Listen, you guys come watch this movie in Derry with us.
I'm not making no promises, Klep.
Who's with us?
I'm not making no promises. Klep, but that's a reboot. Let's talk about another reboot.
Oh, God.
Yo, straight to Netflix. Wait, bro. Hold up. Why are you even bugging? You haven't heard what I'm going to say.
You know how I feel about the reboots, man.
I have a feeling you might be into this one.
Okay, what is it?
The God, Kev Smith, is putting his touch.
The Tusk God.
On the Masters of the Universe.
Will there be a walrus in this?
No, most likely not, but there might be a battle cat. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
There might be a homie with a cannon on his arm.
Oh, man.
There might be a prince that turns into, a He-Man.
A He-Man.
Yeah, bro, that's right. He-Man is coming back straight to Netflix, animated, produced by the one and only, the Tusk God.
The Tusk God himself.
Kevin Smith.
Dude.
Are you not into this, Klep?
I'm totally into this.
Of course you are.
Growing up, He-Man was like one of my favorite cartoons. I watched recently. the She-Ra, the reboot, the She-Ra, and
oh yeah, tell me about that.
It wasn't bad at all. Like it looks cartoony. It looks really kiddie-ish, but it's not. Like I think it's a little teenish. Mm-hmm. A lot of battle, a lot of fight scenes and stuff. And I thought it was good. So if Kevin Smith, he says this is going to be a continuation from the original.
Whoa.
This is not going to be a brand new story.
So Prince Adam, what? Like, how did the original?
I don't even remember that. Like, I remember watching this cartoon every week, every day after school, and I don't remember how it ever ended. I mean, back then you didn't worry about cancellations because things were syndicated and it would just rerun over and over and over. You didn't have to really. I mean, I'm sure ratings was a thing, but there were so many shows that just stayed on, like. We never thought about cancellations or like a series finale or the end of the season. Like never knew that existed.
Yo, what kind of animation style you want to see? You want to see them go back to that old kind of Hanna-Barbera look of animation, or you want something more contemporary, something kind of like what we see with Netflix's Castlevania series? Or do you want to see something more like CG, computer-generated images, kind of like Troll Hunters? Because I feel personally that might be the way to go.
So I really, really enjoyed the 2002 He-Man cartoon when it came out.
Wait, there was a 2002 He-Man?
Yeah, they remade it not too long ago. And it was very anime-ish.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it does look crazy anime.
But I was a fan of it. Yeah, I was a fan of it. They slimmed out He-Man. Like, he wasn't so bulk, but the villains look amazing. You guys should check it out. It came out in like 2002. I remember even the toys were badass. They looked really, 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 really just a sculptor to them was really, really cool.
So basically you want like a Eastern anime type of look?
Yeah, I was a
Western
fan.
Anime?
I was a fan of the He-Man 2002 cartoon and the toys.
Yeah. So hey man, I'm somewhat excited for this. I like my fair share of animation, especially if it's more geared towards, the big boys like myself. I still got Batman Hush to watch, but that's definitely on the books to watch.
You definitely got
Klep.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. If it's anything like the originals, it might sell a lot of toys. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If Netflix wants to get into the toy game,
well, I remember you watched. Have you seen the Toys That Made Us?
No, I did not watch Toys That Made Us.
Serve me. I know I'm correct when I say this, but I believe that He-Man began as toys first.
Yeah,
and then they made the cartoon.
Yeah, so that's why they have such a like interesting cast of villains, right? Because hey man, they got all these crazy looking ass toys. Now we gotta put them in some type of cartoon and sell them. I never
even knew what every episode was about. I just remember, Skeletor wanted something. He wanted to get into Castle Grayskull, and then He-Man would always come about. Prince Adam would hide and go change and whoop ass. But they were never really good.
Bro, when you have a sword of power, anybody could do it. That's all I'm saying. Anybody could do it.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Klep. So that's coming back.
Yeah.
We got another return. We got the one, the chosen, Neo. You talk about the man earlier. He's in a career renaissance.
The one.
We talking about the one, the only, the immortal Keanu Reeves, bro.
The immortal
Keanu Reeves, right? Like, hey, he's coming back. Neo is coming back.
He's not coming alone.
No. His homegirl Trinity, Carrie Ann Moss, is also making a return. We've yet to heard about Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne, but come on, man, let's get the band back together.
I'm all for this. I mean, technically, The Matrix is never over. If you guys remember the original and what it really means and what happens.
I hated that.
I mean, it never ends. It's just a revolving cycle. It's a computer system.
No, don't do that.
But that's
don't
what it is.
Remind me that.
It never ends.
I want something new.
So, do you think that Keanu will be the new Morpheus?
I like that very much, actually.
I mean, if we're talking computer systems, he can't be. Because it has to be the same program.
Klep, stop it with that, bro.
It has to be the same program designed to...
But it's got to be a continuation of that because he broke the mold.
Maybe he hacked it and he can be whatever he wants.
I don't care, bro.
What if he's a Smith?
Neo... Oh, what if he's the new engineer?
Mr. Anderson.
Oh, shit. Yo, you think he's coming back?
Smith? I don't know. He doesn't like coming back to anything.
Yeah, Hugo even seems like a
This guy's a one-shot and I'm out kind of guy, dude. Like, he didn't even come back.
Shout out to you because you're like a super talented dude.
He don't come back for Red Skull. Like, dude, we're talking about a Marvel movie.
Like, bro. I don't... So we're not gonna see Mr. Anderson.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see the real Mr. Anderson, but we're not gonna see. Well, I don't think we're gonna see Agent Smith. I'm curious. I mean, I don't know how much better they can make that storyline. Like I said, it's a computer system that just keeps repeating the same cycle over and over. But we'll see what happens.
I just shook my head violently. Klep, but honestly, like, what do you want to see from this movie? Like, are we gonna bring back the vinyl? We're gonna bring back the trench coats? I mean, the special effects has gotten so much crazier since then.
I mean, this was at the time when like 2000, new millennium was like the thing. And yeah, patent leather was like the shit for some reason. Like futuristic stuff. Yeah. I mean, binary coding and
it's so
what was it, Y2K? Like everybody thought that
it's still
the world was gonna fucking blow up.
It's still 2000s. Is amazing.
Like the world was gonna reset once 2000 hit.
When that because it doesn't know how to register the zeros.
Yeah.
Right? So yo, we were wilding.
This is just a time where just like all that technology shit was like cool. So I don't know, the guns and the patent leather and the glasses. I don't know if this works today.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But it's Keanu. He's hot right now. You know, you mentioned Bill and Ted coming back. Mm-hmm. We already talked about John Wick and how bananas has been getting. What else? And then all his general pop culture. He's in a new video game, Klep.
Yeah.
He's in Cyberpunk. People love. It's like one of the most anticipated games of coming soon.
And they just celebrated the 20th anniversary of The Matrix. On August 30th.
And it came back to theaters.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man. Shout out to Keanu. I'm sure Neo's going to be doing his thing. And I personally can't wait to see how this continues.
I know.
Klep, let's finish.
Kung Fu. Show me.
Red or blue pill. Klep, let's wrap things up with some Netflix news. And now, this is regarding last year's hit show, The Haunting on Hill House.
Oh, yeah. Love
Klep, this is coming on DVD,
Blu-rays. Tis the season.
And this is packed with a bunch of director's cuts of certain episodes.
So
this might be like something to watch out for.
I'm super excited. Listen, first of all, Haunting at Hill House was
masterpiece.
Yeah, and I like the route that they're going with on season 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're making it an anthology, so it'll be like like Twilight Zone or like Creep Show, where
still following a haunting.
Every season will be a different story, or
different
more
setting,
more like American Horror Story, which is also something I'm excited about. Tis the season. Tis the season.
Yep.
But. Yeah, man. So this director's cut.
Yeah, and it's not for every episode. It's for some of the most, some of the biggest episodes in it. Like I know the Ben Neck Lady's getting a director's cut. The first episode's getting a director's cut. The final episode's getting a director's cut. So we're gonna see a lot more of the vision that the director initially had. So I'm excited.
It's probably scary as fuck.
Yeah, man, and like if you remember how this show dealt with like all these ghosts, like I'm sure it's gonna be a whole lot of Easter eggs.
Dude, I binged that show by myself after midnight.
Ooh.
Like I couldn't stop.
This man's a brave soul.
And I couldn't watch and I couldn't stop. Yeah. I literally I'm not gonna lie. You talk about feeling dirty after Hereditary.
Yeah,
dude, I felt
I
felt like there were spirits just roaming the room.
You felt it.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You felt the shivers, horrible. That cold.
It was horrible, and it was also like it was that year that Sabrina had dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe the second season, or was it the first? I think it was the second season. So I had watched Sabrina, then I had watched that, then I had watched. So
you were heavy into horror.
Yeah, I went to the theater to see something too, man. The Halloween.
Yeah,
I went to see Halloween. That month of October was just very, very creepy for me. I don't even know how I made it through. I don't know how I made it through, but
Klep, It's almost here.
Tis the season.
It's almost
here.
I
do that, though. I do that. Horror.
But before we get to the horror that takes place in the end of October, there's a pit stop we must make in the beginning of October. You might not be excited for this, but me and a whole nation behind me are rabid over this news.
What is it?
Netflix dropped a trailer, a teaser maybe, of a Breaking Bad movie, Klep.
Gotcha.
Woo!
Gotcha.
Breaking Bad movie, El Camino, coming October, I think, 10.
Jesse Pinkman?
Yeah, this is based on Jesse, how after, the events of Breaking Bad, the final episode, Jesse, goes on the run. The cartel's after him. Not the cartel, the white supremacists, bro. Holy crap. They're after him, and the trailer itself is them talking to Skinny Pete. This doesn't mean anything to you.
I'm familiar.
This is one of Jesse's true homeboys.
I'm familiar.
Even though he's like a meth head and all that, and but he still ride for Jesse. So the fact that we get to see Skinny Pete still alive, still a meth head, it's just kind of crazy.
Head, still alive.
Yeah, but
it's a miracle.
They're asking about Jesse Pinkman, and I want to know about Jesse Pinkman.
I think everybody.
So El Camino, Breaking Bad movie coming to Netflix October 10th, I believe is the date.
Yep.
I'm super excited for this, Klep.
It's 11th actually, October 11th.
October 11th. Thank you, sir.
You know what?
Correction.
Listen, I was trying to catch up. I had started
Breaking
Bad. I think I made it to episode 6 of season 1. I'm not gonna lie, it was decent. I could go back to it. I was only 6 episodes in.
I know. It's considered to be one of the best TV shows of all time. That's all I'm going to say.
I will plan to go back and see this, but I have to catch up on Power because Power...
It's dropping, right?
Dropping now.
Yeah.
It's playing.
Tonight.
And I haven't caught up on the last season.
Yeah.
I know a whole bunch of stuff that I shouldn't know, but it's a good show.
Yo, Mark D went to the premiere in New York.
I know. If you guys were checking out the Critics pages or checking out Mark D's personal page, he was at the premiere in New York. He saw 50 Cent, all those guys performing. It was
a bunch of celebrities,
cameos. It was a festive evening. And then some content.
At Madison Square Garden, nonetheless.
Madison Square Garden. He got to see the first episode before everyone. And for what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, people are like, yo, that first episode... I'm kind of nervous because I'm very connected with these characters. I like them, and from what I heard in last season, it's probably going to be a hell of a ride. This is the last season. This is the end before they do their spinoff.
Wait, who's getting the spinoff?
We don't know. We won't know till it's over.
Okay.
I have a theory of what's going to happen in this season, and I haven't even seen season 5. But just watching the show, I kind of have a feeling that either Tommy's going to die or Tommy will turn on Ghost.
Yeah,
that means nothing to you.
Well, no, I know. I watched the first season and a little bit of the second season. I haven't watched it since. It does mean something to me. God damn it! I'm excited for it. I'm just not gonna watch it right now. I'm gonna watch it probably years from now when it's readily available for my consumption.
Yeah, and this is the type of show where no one's safe. People die.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm talking your favorite.
Game of Thrones with it, mama.
Your favorites are just gone. So we'll see what happens.
Klep, that's all the show I have for the critics this week.
I love it.
So if you do me the favor and leave them with a little something.
As always, guys, Critics Talk, we just want to make sure that you guys wake up, be passionate, create, and repeat. We are out.